Yeah, there's nothing worse than working for a manager who loves their team so much that they love them to death. And what I mean by parents know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Um, they're trying to protect them by resisting AI, by resisting change. But actually, all you're doing is harming their career. You're keeping them in a position, in a job that's probably not going to exist in a few years, rather than allowing them to move on with their life. And I see this over and over again. In fact, some of the managers that I've hired who I love the most were very guilty of this. And you need that tough love. I'm a father. And if I went to my two daughters and said, guys, don't worry, do whatever you want to do, be a musician, be this, be that, I've got your back. Like, I'm going to buy you a house, I'm going to buy you a car, I'm going to make sure food is always on the table. I'm taking away the hunger and the necessity. And as humans, we won't do things without hunger and necessity most of the time. And, so what you have to realize is your competition are going to adopt AI. They may not all adopt AI and they may not all adopt it quickly, but a few will. And if you are seen as a lagger, it doesn't matter how good your relationships are, how much they like you, they can't stay with you because AI speeds up delivery. It makes it cheaper. It can do quality control and it can do so many things that you just can't compete with. So what's going to happen is you're going to lose the contracts. And to your point, Dalton, then you've got no point, then you've got no choice but to lose the people. And all of a sudden, these people are going to be lost and on the job market in the worst time possible when every other person who closed their eyes to the AI threats and opportunities, are pushing their own workforce, onto the street. So it's going to be a massive challenge. And if you're working for a company who's not quick enough on this AI train, I would seriously, if I were you, I would be looking for another job, no matter how much I like that company, because I'd be very worried about what's going to happen in the near future.
And then another point about this analogy that we're working through is if those contracts are gone and the employees have to be let go because there's not enough revenue, they never got upskilled. So they are now have to reskill without a job. Versus if you made a decision first off, then you could upskill your employees, and if they wanted to leave and go somewhere else or move on or do their own thing, that's fine. But like it's almost like a critical failure point if that's
It's
the
absolutely
outcome.
right.